It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Detroit Pistons. Well, for Detroit, their start of the season can only be described as outstanding. Fans and the coaching staff and the players, too, have to be pleased with how their team and overall gameplay has been coming together. And tonight we'll be watching Steph Curry. Known for his offensive firepower, but he's made major strides in all areas since coming into this league.
Yeah, he didn't have great handles when he entered. Now one of the top 2 dribblers in the league.
Yeah, I agree. You know what the funny thing is?
What?
He used to be the guy they sat on the bench in the fourth quarters when he first got there. Now he's the clutch guy in the NBA, and his turnover to assist ratio thing has gone down tremendously.
Who does he remind you of? Let's say in the last 15 years, Steph Curry reminds you?
He's a taller version for me of Mahmoud.
Oh, you stole my name. I was getting ready to say Chris Jackson.
Do you see some Steve Nash in there, too?
No, not Nash, because Nash was pass first. You know, he was definitely pass first his whole career. I think scoring became better for Nash.
But Nash could shoot 3, and Nash, I see Steph do what Nash does a lot, just in probing defenses and being able to weave his way
Nash
through
was
the
an
paint.
explosive scorer. He was an explosive passer. Steph Curry's an explosive scorer.
That's close, Ernie, but no cigar.
Yeah.
You know what I like to say about Steph Curry? He makes it look effortless. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Oh, shit. You make it look Stafford. Swag.
At power forward, Cody Zeller. At shooting guard, Wesley Matthews. At the other forward position, Stanley Johnson. At center, Andre Drummond.
You might have to sit up.
At the other guard position, Frank.
Shit. I never lost to the Warriors since I've been playing. I don't want to lose today either.
Manning the middle, 6 feet 10 inches, number 5, Maurice Spates. At power forward, standing 6'8", number 35, Kenneth Fareed. From North Carolina, number 40, Harrison Barnes. From Washington State, number 11, Klay Thompson. And from Davidson, number 30, Stephen Curry. The head coach of your home team is Steve Kerr.
The Pistons continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup on the road. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You look at the Warriors, a great start of the season for them, playing very well so far.
They're starting a homestand here, a short one it is, Kevin, but nonetheless, it's important to get off to a good start.
It is. They'll be looking to get a few wins under their belt here at home before they have to go back out on the road.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Hudson, he's in at point guard. Johnson is out there with Cody Zeller. Then it's Matthews, and it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so it's the Pistons getting on the board first. Curry setting the pick for Fareed, and the pass to Curry. Spates sets a screen. Curry attacking. Here's Fareed, and it's sent back by Drummond. The shot's good from Fareed. Golden State on D. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance. And road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
And the first one drops. And Hudson drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Curry passes to Spates. Back to Curry. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. And Thompson kicks to Furry. 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Thompson from long range. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. So it's Detroit now. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
Yeah, and you know, they weren't used to seeing a team and not getting at least one win off of them last year, and that's what they're looking for now.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. After the basket by Detroit, Spates sets a screen. Fareed setting the pick for Curry. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
Good job. Nice job by Fareed to lay into that defender. Put some wood on him with that screen.
And Freak throws it down hard.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And Matthews kicks to Hudson. And it's sent back by Spates. And even 3-on-3 break. 11 feet away, and there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Curry. And that ties it up.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Hudson kicks to Zeller. Feeds it to Hudson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hudson's got 6.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5. Spates with a screen on Hudson. Curry can't get it to go.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now here's Johnson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix. Here's Hudson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Stephen Curry. The Pistons shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
They've been ineffective in this one. Just no slowing down for Freak. Already with 8 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here's Curry. He had 16 points in the win against Sacramento.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
And here's Freak after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Offensive rebound, Hudson. Off target. Warriors trail by 3. Out to the right wing. Now here's Barnes. 8 points his last out.
Come on, man.
Curry can't get it to go.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Thompson misses.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Hudson dishes to Zeller. Pass to Hudson. Curry with the defensive effort.
Even though he isn't having the best of games on the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him. He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor, isolate up top. Spacing. Spacing.
Now, Kevin, Thompson scoring. First in points off turnover. And they were ranked 3rd in team assists in terms of dishing the rock. Setting up other teammates, they do it well.
And when you score like these guys did last season, it gives you tremendous confidence. Just play solid defense, and you can win games.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Amir Johnson's checked in for Cody Zeller. Anderson comes in for Johnson. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Matthews.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Hudson against Curry. And the shot is good.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pistons.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
And it's tied up with that one.
Curry just giving them fits. Already with 8 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Now here's Freak. 35 points for him last game against Phoenix.
And he was also a big factor for them defensively. I think he's tallied 4 blocks in the game. And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
They set the pick. 4 on the clock. Curry gets the bucket.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Here's Hudson. Here's Drummond. It's blocked. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Pass to Mayo. Off the screen. Anderson with the block. Freak with it. He's got 10. Dishes it to Drummond. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Drummond's got 6 points.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I think that's the case.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Pistons lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think coach will allow me to take that shot. And it's tough to guard, especially when you see a couple go in. That basket gets a lot bigger.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry and tough to guard?
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
You always like it when your team doesn't settle for outside shots, and that's been the case here early on.
Yeah, I agree with you. They've done a nice job, Greg, working it low and not taking the easy way out on offense, keeping that pressure on the defense by going inside.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, and Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns was superb. He had 35 points and was a major factor in 2 other categories, on the glass and with his assists, guys. It was a performance for the ages and one that will have the whole league talking.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Well, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Johnson kicks to Zeller. He dishes it to Hudson. Trying to get open is Johnson. And there it is again from him. Shot good from Hudson.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Mayo, the pass to Barnes. And taken away by Johnson. Hudson against Thompson. Hudson dishes to Zeller. Johnson kicks to Hudson. To the paint. Tipped away. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Hudson's got 16.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
Here's Thompson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's going to be on Freak.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The first one falls. Anderson, he's checked in for Detroit. Young comes in for Hudson. And so Thompson nails both of them. Pistons leading by 5. And here's Young. Anderson outside. Picked by Zeller. Anderson outside. He kicks to Zeller. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Johnson's got the lead up to 7 now for Detroit. Warriors have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And here's Mayo from beyond the arc. And he gets it to go. Mayo's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Screen by Young. Johnson kicks to Anderson. The Pistons working the ball around now. Johnson, the pass to Johnson. Here's Zeller. Can't get it to go. The Warriors go the other way with it. Mayo kicks to Thompson. Back to Mayo. There's the triple. And another 3 for Golden State.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been 3-pointers.
And clearly, it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Johnson kicks to Anderson. Back to Johnson. Passes it to Johnson. Anderson right side. And the wing jumper offline. Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Spates with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Out to the wing. Anderson against Barnes, and he gets the bucket. Barnes has got his second bucket.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
Young dishes to Zeller. Back to Young. Johnson against Barnes. Anderson passes to Young. The dish now to Johnson. Deep two from Anderson. Misses off the right iron. The Warriors have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Mayo into the lane, to the wing on the left. The shot by Spates, nobody around. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Johnson outside. Anderson outside. He feeds it to Zeller. And Anderson kicks to Young. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. That's good.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Thompson outside. Here's Spates. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Young dishes to Johnson. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of the game. The kick out to Anderson. A three-pointer off the mark. The Warriors lead it.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
No good from Spates.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Zeller against Spates. Zeller passes to Young. Anderson up top. Lets it go. Second shot opportunity. And Zeller with the lay-in. And the Pistons lead by 1.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. It's Detroit leading by a point. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Guys, I'm here with Stephen Curry, and Steph, Coach made a point of stating how important the physical presence would be in this game. How important is that going to be for the team in the second half?
That's a big deal. I mean, just being physical and, you know, make the right plays and then hopefully put ourselves in good position to win.
You've got to match that opponent's intensity, Steph. Thanks for the time. Guys?
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
All right, listen closely, man. I've got a few things to touch on. We're going to turn this from a close game into our game. Our passing has been very precise. I'll give you guys a lot of credit for that. We've been extremely smart with the ball, basically haven't given them any gifts whatsoever. I will give you credit for your offensive rebounding. You really fought hard to keep possessions alive, and it's paid off. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed. But somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal.
And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Guys, you've heard me say it before, but persistence pays. And it takes that kind of persistence to be a successful offensive rebound. As a fellow glass eater, I know of which I speak. Those guys that rebound effectively don't give up on it.
Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. Hudson in at point guard. Andre Drummond is out there with Cody Zeller. Then it's Johnson, and it's Matthews in a 2-guard. Warriors trail by 3. And Thompson kicks to Fareed. Johnson against Barnes. The feed to Curry. Tries from 10. Rebounded by the Pistons. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it with the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
It's a neck-and-neck game in Golden State. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Johnson with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. 6 to shoot. Here's Curry with the 3.
You know, sometimes rest can do more harm than good. It certainly looks that way for them. They've been cold coming out and have yet to find the bottom of the net.
Zeller dishes to Hudson. Johnson, the pass to Zeller. They set the screen. Nice job coming off that screen. Zeller's got 6.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
That's good.
In that height, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense could do.
Detroit leading by 3. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Johnson. Screen by Fareed. Kicks to Iguodala. The pass to Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. 14 points for Steph Curry.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Wesley Matthews. How he performed last season. Averaged 6 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
Yeah, he always seems to supply points for this group. And yeah, things can get stagnant without that spark plug. He serves the bill there.
First one falls for him. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Detroit. And Hudson drops them both. Warriors have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the 3rd. That leaves room for improvements here. That's good.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
And Anderson has it in the corner. There's the steal. Vern, he's covered by Hudson. Curry kicks to Fareed. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Free throw good, Drummond. Detroit making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The Warriors have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. On its way from Curry for 2, and it's Golden State with another.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Here's Hudson. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Hudson's got 22 points.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
O.J. Mayo is checked in for Kenneth Fareed. Hudson against Curry. Feeds to Hudson. The kick out to Anderson. Pass to Hudson. Just 5 to shoot. Step back shot. Again, the Pistons good for 2. This game has a lot of character here in the third period.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I love seeing this type of action. A competitive, compelling matchup. A lot of lead changes here so far.
Yeah, 6 already. Intensity is the theme for this one.
Pass to Mayo. Puts up a 3. Detroit with the rebound. Hudson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Dishes it to Anderson. He kicks to Drummond. The Pistons working the ball around now. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Mayo's running. Curry with a wide open look. Nails the wide open jump shot. Curry's got 18 points. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
Here's Hudson, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. .156 left to play here in the third. Banked in off the glass. Hudson's got 10 points here in the second half. And there's a minute 45 left in the third. Curry against Hudson. Down low. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
I'm looking over there at Greg. He's enjoying every second of it,
Yes,
Clark.
he is.
Yeah.
Listen, the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Iguodala kicks to Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead for Detroit. They've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Here's Drummond, the layup off target.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Iguodala, boom, he jams it straight down.
And check out the bounce.
Bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Hudson.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
It's Curry with the drive, and he gets the bucket. Curry's got 23 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Hudson against Curry. Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. Curry with the steal. To the middle. And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist by Mayo.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Warriors lead. And the final period of play just about to start. Pistons trail by 8. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Kenneth Faried is out there with Maurice Spates. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's Hudson. And it's blocked by Curry. And they get it back.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
He misses the free throw. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. And Thompson kicks to Faried. Over in the corner, Barnes. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pistons trail by 8. Inside, here's Drummond. That is good. Drummond's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Pistons. The Warriors shooting at 52% for the field. They're clicking. Curry setting the pick for Thompson. Goes up on the wing. Zeller grabs the board.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Hudson against Thompson. Hudson the pass to Drummond. And he banks in the layup. Drummond's got 4 this quarter.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Thompson dishes to Faried. Barnes against Johnson. Barnes kicks to Curry. Clock at 6. Shot's good. Curry's got 25 points in the game.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
The drive by Thompson. That one rolling around and rims out. Pistons trail by 6. Outside Matthews. He dishes it to Hudson. No good on the triple. The Warriors have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Curry kicks to Spates. Back to Curry. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
A great job getting the ball inside right now. Coach really wants them to show some physical presence and toughness here in the second half. And that's exactly what they're doing.
Here's Hudson. Here's Zeller. It's rebounded by Golden State. Curry's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Barnes. Detroit with the rebound. Hudson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's Kenneth Faried with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
For those just joining us, 4th quarter here, and we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And Matthews kicks to Hudson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Hudson's got 30 points.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Curry passes to Thompson. Back to Curry. Johnson against Barnes. Passes it to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the dish to Spates. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. There's the basket and making a double-digit lead.
And and they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Hudson kicks to Drummond. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Johnson kicks to Hudson. A three-pointer, no good.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter, and that's an understatement.
Curry with it. Out defended by Freak. Back to Curry. Rebounded by Hudson. Hudson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Matthews dishes to Johnson. And it's sent back by Spates. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And Drummond kicks to Hudson. And stolen by Spates. Here's Barnes. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And the first one drops. No good on the second free throw.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it. And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Johnson right side. He feeds it to Hudson. Detroit, no good that time either.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his mates in the last quarter. Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Johnson in the corner. Out to the wing. From about 16. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Hudson.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Coming out over there.
Curry against Hudson, and stolen by Freak. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. The kick out to Matthews. To the middle. Puts it up from 7. Shot is off. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Thompson, a screen on Hudson. To the left wing. Barnes passes to Thompson. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Thompson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Here's Hudson. And the 3 off target.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Warriors.
And the big difference here was accuracy behind the three-point line, Clark.
Well, they started spraying them from deep, and then it spread out the defense, and they had all the looks they wanted.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Stephen Curry. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Drummond dishes to Johnson. Hudson misses off the left iron. Curry against Drummond. Outside Curry. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubt that they'd come out on top.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
Well, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Craig Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Stephen Curry. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking over a ball game than he is. What I mean is, Steph Curry's hot. It's hotter than anyone else is hot. He can beat you with his feet, his mind, his shot. The only thing you can be sure of is that he will beat you.
Well, everyone wanted to come play hard tonight, but I thought the job he did was remarkable. The defending champs do not go down easily. It was an impressive performance to beat them tonight. I must say I'm very impressed. But he kept at it, both ends of the floor, shouldering the scoring load. He was on his game.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports group, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night. And we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.